Graduates, faculty, and guests, it is now my pleasure to introduce you to Woodlyn Smith as a fellow graduate and commencement speaker from the Honors College. Woodlyn is earning a Bachelor of Science in Behavioral Science degree from the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Please give her a warm welcome.
I want you to take a moment to take a deep breath. Close your eyes and imagine sitting in front of a young girl who struggles every day to overcome the challenges that life has given her. And she's asking you to tell her how to overcome these challenges so that she can be influential enough to make a difference in the world. What would you say to her? What's the answer? That's a challenge that at one point stared me in the face. And as you open your eyes, I want you to envision a time when you were faced with overcoming a challenge or obstacle. Good afternoon, fellow students, family, friends, faculty, and a special congratulations and welcome to Grand Canyon's University's graduating class of 2023. We made it. My name is Woodlyn Smith, and it is an honor to speak on behalf of our class, to reflect on our time together and reaffirm your ability to move forward in a life full of purpose and influence. There are some times, actually quite a few, when I am extremely humbled, and this is one of those moments. As I look into the crowd, I am overwhelmed with a group of outstanding individuals who have excelled and persevered, who are incredibly talented, smart, and have already accomplished amazing things. Many of you I've had the opportunity to serve with as a student leader, compete with in athletics, and grow with spiritually and academically. And I truly believe that GCU has a higher caliber of people walking out of these doors today. I know speeches are what everyone looks forward to in anticipation of graduation, so I'll be quick and to the point so that the less anticipated activities of celebration can commence. Today, I face one more hurdle standing between me and freedom, and that is empowering you to embrace your fears and understand that failure does not mean a lack of success. As I stand before you, I hope to reflect on the challenges we've overcome thus far, to think about the ways in which you can use this in your future to help you serve others, and to be grateful with a heart full of gratitude for what our God and those who have given you, for our God and those who have given you the strength to overcome and what lays behind you and in front of you. We have all overcome fears despite failures. Fears are like hurdles. Sometimes you conquer them, and other times they slow you down. It was my sophomore year. Hurdles are obstacles in a track race that competitors have to overcome in order to cross the finish line. Much like fears are like the course of life. They must be overcome in order to reach success. It was my sophomore year of high school, and I was at the state competition for track and field. Much like the feeling we've all gotten preparing to race across slopes, dodging scooters and boards, there was this feeling of anticipation and excitement. But as I stood on the start line, the overwhelming fear of failure loomed above me as I considered the millions of ways that my hurdle race could end, and envisioned the imaginary disappointment of others if I did not succeed. Then the race was on, and each hurdle that I went over, I was one step closer to the finish line and one more step away from failure. As I rounded the final curve of the track and leapt over the fourth to last hurdle, the ground reached out to embrace me as I fell. I came in last that day. Junior year rolls around, and I have another chance at state of succeeding and conquering my fear of failure. I'm in a shorter hurdle race this time. The same feelings are swirling through my head, but I'm there. I'm ready to try again despite the last time. Then the race is on, and you know what happened? Here comes another hurdle, and then I've tripped, and I'm on the ground again. Despite my utmost preparation and determination, I came in last. Then there's senior year. You know how it is when you're a senior. You're ready to leave your mark, but we're just about done trying. It's the state race again, and I have a chance at first in the 300-meter hurdles. And by the grace of God, I did it. I won. And I finally conquered those hurdles after 3 years of trying. Failure happens. It just does. As a starry-eyed freshman stepping onto campus, you most likely had expectations and dreams of your time here at GCU, but also fear of failure. Maybe it was the fear of not getting A's in classes like our parents expected, or maybe it was fear of not passing our classes. As time progressed, we were confronted with these fears, and we began to develop what felt like more realistic fears of failure. Failing to sleep through the night because of yet another fire alarm, overestimating your longboarding abilities, or maybe a little more real in the last month is failing not to run out of dining dollars before the end of the semester. The reality is, failure happens. It just does. And we all know this. We've had 4 years to live some of the failures of college. But we've also succeeded. And behind every success, there can be a trail of failures. So why are we so scared of it? The question is, how many times were you willing to fail before you succeeded? Fear of failure is not the absence of success. It is the motivating key. Fear drives us to try harder, aim higher, and do better. Your being here is a testimony to your persistence and determination to overcome failures and fears. You have succeeded, and yet you enter this room with fears of future failure. Commencement ceremonies signify that graduation is not the end, but the beginning of a long list of accomplishments and failures you will experience. Many of you are sitting in this room thinking about the career you want to be successful in, the grad school you want to be accepted into, or the community you want to create. But remember this, despite your fears of the unknown and fears of whether you will succeed or fail, don't be afraid of failing, but be afraid of not trying. I'll say it again. Don't be afraid of failing, but be afraid of not trying. Fall, get up, and be stronger the next time you try. It is our job, fellow graduates, to realize that we have been equipped to succeed and grow thanks to our failures and successes, our GCU community, and our loved ones. We are ready to face our fear of failure by utilizing our skills, knowledge, and faith. During my time here at GCU, I was blessed to facilitate student support groups that focus on students' social and emotional learning. There I met a young high school student who struggled with a life-altering disorder called schizophrenia, which makes it extremely challenging to participate and have normal functions. In fact, she was usually withdrawn and hardly interacted. However, in one of our last sessions, we talked about what everyone's perfect world would look like. We asked them to draw different scenarios of themselves. In this student's perfect world, she intricately drew herself as making a difference with these beautiful illustrations. When I asked her what she was going to do to make a difference, she looked at me and she said, "Well, I want to, but I don't think I have anything to make a difference with." She saw herself as insignificant, with no ability to make a change because of the challenges that seemed to restrict her everyday life. What she didn't see was that she was a truly gifted artist, and she was already equipped with skills to aid her in making a difference and succeeding. You too have skills and abilities to make you successful. But often, the small abilities that seem insignificant in the midst of a challenging life are overlooked, rather than capitalized on as a tool for success. GCU has equipped you with the tools to overcome and a foundation to build on. Think about the academic pressures you've conquered, the college life balance you've cultivated, and the team skills that you've developed, just to name a few. And these have produced qualities within you that will aid you in overcoming challenges and sometimes failure. God continues to equip us to move on to a life fearless of failure, knowing with faith that our efforts to try will not be in vain. In Philippians 1:6, it says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on into completion until the day of Jesus Christ." Be persistent to walk in God's will for your life, to embrace your goals and transitions in your life for His glory, regardless of your fear of not succeeding. Success is not instant, it is a process. As I draw to the end, I want us to take a moment to remember and appreciate those who have been a part of our great experience and time here at GCU. Those who have supported us when we fell and celebrated us when we persevered. Some of those people are sitting here in this room today, and others may be fellow classmates, friends, or family members who are no longer with us but here in memory. May we honor them in living fearlessly and with a life full of kingdom purpose. We may be graduating with different majors, have different life experiences, and move on to different careers, but wherever we go in the world, we are unified in the fact that we will all have failures, we will all overcome and succeed, and we will all forever have an imprint of the ways that GCU has shaped us to embrace this new life. As a clear-eyed graduate stepping off of campus, may you dream big about your future pursuits while embracing your faith and fear of failure, using it to motivate you to try harder, aim higher, and do better, while not being afraid of failing, but being afraid of not trying. Let's celebrate our graduating class of 2023.